All right, number 13. Again, we want to use synthetic division, and that will be the easiest way to do this one. So our box number, if you take that divisor, x plus 4, set it equal to 0, move that over, you get x equals negative 4. So negative 4 is our box number. And then if we look at our terms, over here we have a 6 degree. So we got 6, 5, missing 4, and then 3, 2, 1, 0. So I need a 0 in the 4 as a placeholder for the fourth power. So I'm going to write the coefficients down. So we have a 4, 16, and then I need a 0 as a placeholder, negative 3, negative 12, 2, and 8. All right, you bring the first number straight down, and we started with the 6th degree, so when we drop, we're going to be doing x to the 5th degree. That's where we'll start. So negative 4 times 4 gives me a negative 16. Combine, I get 0. Negative 4 times 0 is 0. Combine, we still get 0. Negative 4 times 0, 0. Combine, we get negative 3. Negative 4 times negative 3 is a positive 12. Combine, we get 0. Negative 4 times 0 is 0. Combine, and we get 2. And then negative 4 times 2 will give me a negative 8. Combine, and we get 0. All right, so this 4 is to the 5th power. So we have 4x to the 5th. And then 0x to the 4th, 0x to the 3rd, minus 3x squared, plus 0x, and then plus 2. So all of the terms with 0 will just go away, and then our remainder is 0, so that's my Rx term, that's what's left. So simplified, we just have 4x to the 5th, 0, 0, and then minus 3x squared, 0, and then plus 2. Four x fifth minus 3, wrong key, minus 3x squared plus 2. All right, so now we want to actually build a polynomial. It says construct a polynomial function with the stated properties, reduce all fractions to lowest terms. So when you create the polynomial, they're giving you the zeros. So basically they're telling you x equals negative 4, that's a 0. They're telling you that x equals negative 3, and x equals 2. Well, we're going to be going backwards and making these linear. So I'm making one side equal 0. So if I add 4 to both sides, I'll have x plus 4 equals 0. So this is the linear term that I need. And then I do the same thing for this one. I would add 3 to cancel out the 3 and get 0 on one side. And so I get x plus 3. This is my linear factor, and here I would have to subtract because it's positive to get a 0 on one side, and then I have x minus 2 equals 0. So here's my linear factor. So when you write a polynomial, we're going to start out with y equal. Now sometimes there's a coefficient, so we put an a out front. If we know that there's some kind of, we're given some other information. Otherwise, we just assume that it's 1. And then I'm going to list all these linear factors. So x plus 4, x plus 3, and then x minus 2. So you start out with your zeros, convert them to linear factors. You put all those linear factors together. You're going to multiply them. And then I have this a out front. The reason why I put a out front is because we're told it has a y-intercept of 12, indicating that there may be some kind of shift or transformation. So a y-intercept of negative 12 will give us an ordered pair of 0 for x and negative 12 for y. So we're going to plug in 0 for x, negative 12 for y, and figure out what a has to be. So remember, ordered pair, this is x, this is y. So this is going to be negative 12 equals unknown a value. And then it'll be 0 plus 4, which just gives us 4. 0, because you're plugging in a 0, 0 plus 3, which just gives you 3. And then 0 minus 2, which gives you a negative 2. And then we're going to multiply all this together. It's 12, negative 24. So we have negative 12 equals a times a negative 24. And then we're going to divide by negative 24 on both sides. And then we get that 1/2 is equal to a. So a is equal to 1/2. All right. So I'm going to plug in 1/2 here, and then I'm going to FOIL all this out. But I'm out of room, so I'm going to go to the next page. So continuing, y equal 1/2, because that's what we got for a. And then we had x plus 4, x plus 3, and x minus 2. All right, so now we're going to distribute. X times x will give me x squared, x times 3, a positive 3x, 4 times x, a positive 4x, 4 times 3 is 12. And then I still have my x minus 2, which I'll bring into the mix, and my 1/2. So first I'm going to simplify. The 3x and 4x will add to give us 7x. X squared plus 7x plus 12. I guess I missed my plus sign there. And then that is going to get multiplied by x minus 2. So I'm going to multiply all of them by x and then all of them by 2. Or I think I just go x squared times both and then 7x times both. I think that'll put them in order. So I'm going to bring down my 1/2 and leave it. X squared times x will give me x cubed. X squared times a negative 2, negative 2x squared. All right, done with that guy. 7x times x, positive 7x squared. And then 7x times negative 2, negative 14x. Done with that guy. 12 times x, positive 12x. 12 times negative 2, negative 24. All right, so now we're going to simplify like terms inside parentheses. X cubed, combine these x squared terms. Both of them are one is negative, one is positive. So we have to subtract, and that will give us a positive 5x squared. Combine these two guys, they're like terms, and that will give you a negative 2x, and then minus 24. And then the last thing we would do is distribute a half amongst this, so I can just put all of this over 2. I think that'll be fine instead of having to write all of these over 1/2. It's just extra writing. So we're going to write x cubed plus 5x squared minus 2x minus 24, all divided by 2.